my beautiful crafty friends. I am Katya with Lunar Sun Creations, and I have exciting news. I'm finally done with my Stamperia Savannah pop-up album tutorial. I know it has been a very long time in the making, and I know a lot of you have been waiting for it. I am sorry for the wait. I'm sorry it took so long, but hopefully you feel that it is worth the wait. It is going to be available in my Etsy shop now. And I also created 35 background papers that coordinate with the Savannah collection that I used in the album. And if you purchase the Savannah tutorial, you will also receive the entire digital background pack that I created as a little bonus. This tutorial was really close to my heart. I spent some time in Africa doing volunteer work a few years ago. If you want to check out any of the videos that I created from those few months that I was in Africa, I will link that whole playlist down below in the description box. You can go check those out. It was some of the most rewarding experiences of my life. And so this is a really special album for me. I hope you enjoy it, and let's check it out. It is windy and cold here today. Okay, folks, here is the album. So I did a fairly simple mixed media cover. I used one of the molds that Stamperia came out with that kind of like matched the whole Savannah collection, and then did some stenciling and built a frame around it. So just a simple mixed media. On the spine, I just did some like matted squares, and then the back looks like that, so it's covering the end of the leather, and then this end of the leather has magnets underneath it. So we open it up. Okay, so I left the inside covers really plain because I didn't want, these pages are already quite thick with elements, so I just thought those should stand alone and be for photos. Okay, here we go, page 1. This is a little kind of belly band, almost like a belt buckle, and this kind of slides out and flips up. Got the lionesses with her cubs up there, and then this opens. And I've used a few of the chipboard elements, but not as many as I thought, because I didn't want the album to get too bulky, and I wanted there to be still space to put your photos in. All right, so then it opens up like this, and then this opens to the top, and I've got that beautiful elephant and zebra paper up there. Okay, and this is where I start to use my own paper. So this one is one of the ones that I designed, and as is this one. So you've got your first pop-up, and it just turns into another pop-up. Isn't that cool? And so you can journal or put a photo here and photo space here. And I left most of the pop-ups, I think actually all of the pop-ups, I left blank because I wanted the photo to be showcased. And again, wanted to make sure that we kept down on the bulk of the page. Okay, so that's page 1. Okay, page 2. Down here is some of my paper. Inside this pocket is a trifold pull-out. And then on the inside, just room for journaling and such. Okay, and then I've just got a little metal pull here. Then we've got that gorgeous cheetah picture. Did you know that cheetahs are the only big cats that purr? Little fact for you. Anyway, so this, you can either just open it up like this, and there's the elephants at the top, or you can open up, I need more room, hang on. You can open it up like that. And you've got like almost like a butterfly unfurling its wings. So you've got like 16 spots for photos here, but you can also just open it up individually like this. And I've just put little bits of paper like you would maybe on a waterfall, because again, these are a great size for photos, so I didn't want to cover it up. And then the giraffes down here. Okay, so all of that closes up, and then these close up. And then we're on to page 3. So some of the giraffe paper here, and this opens to the sides. This is some of my paper. And then this opens like that for some journaling and a small photo. And then it pulls down. And then we've got a little pocket. And I've just got a small tag in this pocket. There is definitely space. You can add another tag, but again, trying to keep down the bulk. Okay, down here, just done some of the squares of patterned paper with a little sentiment, and I really liked this super busy patterned paper that they have. Some of the patterns in this collection were phenomenal. And then you rotate this like that, and now this can open, and it looks like that. And then this whole thing can open to the side. So I've got one of the large, beautiful cut-aparts, and then some of my own background paper over here. And then it's mirrored on this side. And again, this is my own paper. Okay, and then as you lift these up, we've got 2 more of the huge cut-aparts from the signature collection. And then this is going to be hard to keep in frame. And then these both are kind of like little pop-up boxes. So they open twice. So you've got room for 3 photos here. And then you can also put a photo on here. And then they magnetize closed. And let me just kind of lift it up like this. And then I did like a kind of like a paper piecing mosaic on either side, because I had a lot of scraps and I wanted to use up all the scraps, and I just thought that looked really, really cool. And so those pop up and close back down. And that closes, and that closes, and that closes. And then we rotate that and flip that up. And then on page 4, so even though these pages are really bulky, I made it so that they lie quite flat with the binding system. There's a nice big amount of space in the center, and then we've got like a small accordion on the binding so that they lay quite flat. So I've got a one of the circle cutouts on some chipboard here, and that goes to the top. And then we've got room for photos here, and then this opens to the side. This is left open, so you can put photos or journal underneath there. And then this opens to this side, and that, and that. This collection was just a dream to work with. It was interesting though, because I had so many of my own background papers that I made on the gel press that I was trying to combine with all the patterns of the Savannah. I think I did a pretty good job though. I think things were like really, you know, working together quite well. So I'm quite proud of myself for that. And I believe there's 30 patterned backgrounds that you'll receive when you order this tutorial on Etsy. And just did some paper piecing down there and here as well. And then This goes down, and I like to leave a couple big spots in case you have like a 5x7 or even an 8x10 that you wanted to put like a really special photo. Okay, and that's just some paper piecing there as well. And then this whole thing goes to the side. And then I've got a magnetic swing tab, more of my paper on both of these. And then this opens up. And then up here, this opens to the side. Hi, buddy. And then in this is a really deep pocket, and in this pocket, I've got quite a large pull-out. All right, so we've got spots for journaling and photos there. And then this is just a really wide waterfall. Like that. Okay, and that goes back into the pocket, and that closes up, and that closes up, and that closes up. And that is my Savannah album. I hope you love it. I hope you feel that it's worth waiting for it. And it is available in my Etsy shop now. So I'll put the link to that down below, and I will also put the link to my series of Africa videos that I did that I think are really, really fun. I'll put that link to that playlist down below as well. And now I'm just going to quickly show you the background papers that I made so you have an idea of what you'll be getting with that. Okay, so this is the paper collection that I designed to accompany the Savannah papers for this tutorial. I just wanted to make at least 2 projects with the Savannah papers that I had. So I decided to just kind of make some of my own to accompany it, and also I just love making background papers. So there's 2 different kind of color variations on this one. I used a whole bunch of the Stamperia stamps and stencils, and I made these all on my gel press and tried to make them so that they coordinate with the papers in the Savannah collection. So they're very grungy. They're meant to be just kind of like background pieces. I love the texture in this one. Just background pieces to either lay die cuts over or just use as a space where you're going to put a photo where you don't want to cover up the gorgeous images in the pattern paper itself. So I made quite a few of them. And if you order the Savannah tutorial, these papers, this entire collection, is going to come with it as part of the tutorial. So whether you use it in the tutorial or not is up to you. You could completely use these for so many other projects, for junk journaling and card making, scrapbooking, all kinds of other things. So you can use them for whatever you like. And I think there's close to 30 of them. So it's a pretty good deal to get both this and the tutorial for one price. I think they turned out really, really cool. There's 2 different versions of this one as well, just different kind of color schemes. And again, I did a couple, actually 3 different variations on this one with these stamps, or with this stencil, I should say. Oh, 4 variations with this stencil. Oh, I think I might have repeated a couple, but there's a couple variations of that one. Just different grunge backgrounds that you can use either for this tutorial or for other projects that you might want to use them for. Okay, so I just thought I'd show you that before I cut them all up to use in my album. Sending you huge hugs and lots of love, and thank you again for your patience. Love you all. Have an amazing day. Be kind to one another. Bye.